Hello again and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Break Your Face TV. I am Abdullah Zbaid and it's always a pleasure to be here, but even more so when we have the guest joining us today, former UAE Warriors featherweight champion, one half of the main event at UAE Warriors 42, Mr. Jesse Big Cat Arnett. Jesse, how's it going, my man?
I'm good, brother. Always great catching up with you. I know when we're speaking, that means there's a fight right around the corner. So
Yes,
just
sir.
landed here in Dubai a couple days ago with my brother and getting ready for next Saturday night showdown. How's everything on your
Awesome.
end?
All good, my man. How's Dubai treating you so far?
Habibi, everybody loves Dubai. This is a wonderful place. Very thankful to be here. Thank you to Palm Sports, Fuad Darwish, UAE Warriors, and big shout out to actually the Nogueira's gym for hosting me for a couple of days and just putting the final finishing touches on Champ Camp here.
Awesome stuff, Jesse. It's good to have you back in the Middle East again. As you mentioned, a big fight coming up, 20th of May, your trilogy fight against Ali Alqaisi, current UAE Warriors Arabia and international featherweight champion. Less than a week away now. How are you feeling as the final showdown approaches?
Feeling good, man. We had a really good training camp, weights on point, and man, trilogies are rare. Excited to get in there and do battle with Ali again. It feels like we've been at it here for a year plus. I actually got in the ring and challenged him last March.
Mhm.
So we're a year and a little bit into this rivalry. I think I've seen the guy 5 or 6 times in a year.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned off air there, we kind of know each other's style. We're gonna pick up in the 21st, 22nd minute here. We got some rounds in there together. It's 1-1. We both got a couple finishes. Let the best man win next Saturday night. Let's see it, champ.
Yes, sir. And before we get into the fight and all the questions about the fight, tell us about your surgery. You recently had a successful surgery on your back. This was an issue that I believe was bothering you for a while, even leading up to and during the last fight. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, straight up. So April last year, I'm from Canada. I run a commercial snow removal. I ended up herniating my disc in my back, my L4 and my L5 in April. Um, I went through extensive physiotherapy. I thought it was better through the dry needling, the physiotherapy, doing all that I could. I didn't have the best training camp for the first one. I wasn't in the best shape for the first one. And I got him out of there in the second round with that elbow that he's still hurting from. He's still cut open from that elbow. Here we are a year later. We'll get onto that in a little bit, but he didn't like that. He don't like that. He'll remember that for life. And then ultimately in August, 14 days out before the second fight, I was on that Aerodyne bike. I had a really good camp. I thought I was healed up, and my back went completely sideways. Fight week when I got to Abu Dhabi in September, I couldn't even step off the curb, man. I was getting dry needling at Yaw's Island. A good guy over there, bounced back, physiotherapy, my boy. We did everything we could to get in the ring, and then by the time we got in the ring, I had the worst 2 weeks. I was sleeping 3-4 hours a night. Fight day, I was actually up since 4 a.m. because if I laid down, I was cramping up completely. And I was on my feet all day. I even got my hands wrapped on my feet, so I could not sit down or anything. And then once the adrenaline hits, this and that, I'm out there. I'm feeling okay. I can still strike a little bit. He drops me with that punch that I didn't see early. And then as I was trying to get up, I completely blew the disc out. So I think that was early in the first round that I got dropped. I can't remember right now. We'd have to go back. Actually, it was the first round. And then I fought for another 11, 12 minutes, like paralyzed from the neck down. I had nothing. Soon as I moved to go throw left hand or right hand or anything, I would have electric jolts down my back. And I was doing okay. He was beating me up, but I had some success in the second round. Was my best round. My corner was crazy, yelling, shoot, shoot, and this and that. And I had that first takedown, which was nice. Like, but he got an underhook and scooped me back up. But ultimately, when I got back up to the feet, I kind of rushed that second takedown on my knees. And if you go back and watch it, it was probably the worst wrestling shot attempt I've taken in my entire career. And man, that was a world-class guillotine, but really good guillotine. He won't even be close anywhere. You get me once on that, you don't get me again. However, that was nice. It's a ninja choke. He's crafty with it. I shot right into that guillotine, and I was trying to tap out as I was hitting him, and it was just so tight. My blood pressure was high for months. They almost weren't even going to let me fight. My blood pressure was so high, and I just like talking my way into it. It's UAE out here that anything goes, right? I love these guys. And then I'm out cold, man. And then about 72 hours after that, the adrenaline really wore down. I was in a hospital, or I was in a hotel room by the airport with my brother, and man, I just cramped up completely. I thought I was going to die. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. We said something's wrong. We had to get an emergency MRI, canceled the flight. Next thing you know, big shout out to Dr. Michael, the neurospinal clinic, my buddy Zach. The best thing to do was to stay here in Dubai and get this surgery. It was bad. I was puking. The IV wouldn't go in. It was crazy. It was the worst injury in my career. As soon as I got the surgery, immediate relief. Again, big shout out to Dr. Michael and the spinal clinic here in Dubai. Those guys are awesome. Long lasting friends and relationships I've built for life here now. My friend, shout out to Nick Savage. He's actually here from Canada getting surgery, the same surgery from Dr. Michael on Monday. I brought him out, and yeah, stoked. He's getting surgery on Monday and he's going to be at my fight. What's up, Nick? So, yeah, for sure. That second fight, that wasn't me. That was the first time in my career I got beat up for 3 rounds. But taking nothing away from that guillotine, taking nothing away from Ali Alqaisi, the Royal fighter. He's a gamer. He's in there to fight. He works hard. He believes in himself. That's his biggest weapon. He believes in himself. He shows up prepared, and he shows up to win. And yeah, fast forward here today, the trilogy, 7 days away, my 30th fight. I'm stoked on that. This is nothing like the first fight. This is nothing like the second fight. I'm in a lot better shape, and I had a lot better training camp. This is one of my better training camps since I fought that Russian a couple times ago. Tyler Wellen, my brother Cody Arnett. That was probably the cleanest, calmest, smartest corner I ever had, and I'm gonna have those boys back with me, along with my mentor, sponsor, business partner, my best friend Robin Hahn. Kurt DeMars might be making the trip out, and we got good people around us right now, and we're looking for victory. We're looking to get that W, and like I just said, it's going to be a much different fight. I know what to expect. I know what he does. He knows what I do. We're going to pick up round 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9, however many it goes.
Amazing stuff. We're looking forward to seeing your performance without the health issues, my friend. Now, this is a pretty big fight for you as well as for the promotion. Plenty of marketing effort being put into it. Starting off with a face-off being done at Etihad Arena to announce the fight during a previous UAE Warriors event. Some calling it the biggest trilogy or the biggest fight even in UAE Warriors history. We're seeing posts all over social media, and it's most likely going to be the end of the Big Cat and Royal Fighter saga. Do you feel this is the biggest fight of your career?
Hands down. There's a lot on the line. I can't really get into it too much right now. I'm going to talk about it Saturday night in my post-fight pre-victory party, and you guys are your jaws are gonna hit the floor because I got big things on deck. And the first thing I got to get through Ali Alqaisi here, and yeah, this is the biggest fight in my career. This is the first biggest fight in the history of this promotion. The second biggest fight in the history of this promotion was the second one. The first biggest fight was the first one. You know what I'm saying? So this has been a really cool rivalry. Trilogies are rare, and yeah, man, this is the Alqaisi versus Arnett 3. Truly bad blood, man. So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
And plenty of drama leading up to this fight. You know, everyone remembers the chaos after the first one, the fight after the fight, as I like to call it, and then almost a similar scene after the second fight. One of your teammates or your coach, I believe, being restrained by the UAE Warriors staff. So let me ask you this, because I think it's possibly what led to it. Do you feel Ali held the choke a bit longer than he needed to at the end of the second fight? And is that why your team was so upset at the end of it?
I believe so. I think that's why they hopped the cage. All I know is I woke up in my brother's arms. I woke up with Mark Goddard holding my head, and my back was completely locked, and I had to get the spasm out. And I'm like, what's going on? And I had no idea he held the choke tight. But man, I was posting pictures of his forehead hanging out for 60 days all over social media. Maybe I would have held that choke a little longer too, until you've been in there 30 times, until you've had 250 wrestling matches, Olympic alternate, national team. Like, man, we're out there competing. Nobody likes to lose. It is what it is, man. I could care less. They probably jumped in there because the choke was held. That's yesterday. Today's today. Next Saturday's next Saturday. I got left hand for the Royal Fighter. I got a right hook. I got wrestling. I got jiu-jitsu, and yeah, I'm healthy. I'm moving. I got leg kicks right now, and it's gonna be a good fight. This fight will be nothing like the first, other than him open right up again. I'll almost guarantee it, and it'll be absolutely nothing like the second. I know what to expect. I'm not. He's intelligent. He ain't gonna stand there and trade with me this time. I don't care what he says. I'm gonna tell him this at the press conference. He's gonna look to wrestle me. I guarantee it. He's gonna look to wrestle me. He's not gonna stand in the middle and kickbox with me for 25 minutes, because it won't last. Not right now. I'm too good. Shout out to Kieran Cadell, Muay Thai kickboxing world champion. Shout out to my boxing gym, Olympus Boxing, and everybody there. Steve Claggett, Coach Willett, everybody I've been getting my work with. I'm on point right now. I'm seeing punches come. I'm countering well. I believe in myself. That Ali Alqaisi believes in himself. Well, guess what? That's my biggest quality too. That might be my best weapon. Is I'm there to fight, and I believe in myself, and I got my confidence back, mother. And next Saturday night, you're gonna see firsthand, and it's gonna be a fun fight week, because I'm gonna let them know every single day at the hotel, and I'm gonna let them know on Tuesday at the press conference that I'm the big dog. I'm the big cat. I'm looking to get the belt back. I'm the royal cat. He knows that.
I have no doubt it's going to be exciting. The fight, as well as what comes after. You know, your fights are becoming something like those movies, you know, the post-credit scenes. Everybody wants to stay after the ending just to see if they get a little bit extra. Should we expect a little bit extra after the third fight?
You know what? I think this one's going to settle it. I'm going to, inshallah, God willing, we're going to finish things off. I'm going to go stand in my corner, and we're going to shake hands after. And if not, I'm down to go. I'm not going to take shit from him. But I respect him. He works hard. He shows up ready to go. At the end of the day, he's a family man. He's a good person at the end of the day. Like, behind closed doors, we talked. You know, we're maybe we're friends, maybe we're better enemies. But we just got business to settle next Saturday. But all the bullshit aside, I do respect him. But I'm not going to respect him next week, and I'm not going to respect him until the fight's over. And like I said, I got left hands for him. I got a right hook. I got leg kicks. I got wrestling. I got jiu-jitsu, and I'm ready for 25 hard minutes if need be.
And Jesse, obviously, after spending this much time focused on one opponent, this much time together in the cage, as you've said, you come to learn plenty about the man you're fighting. What do you feel you've learned about Ali, and what can we expect for fight number 3?
Well, straight up, he bounces a lot. He does that rhythm step. That rhythm step isn't necessarily the best. However, when he's bouncing like that, it's hard to tell when he's going to explode in. So you're standing in the pocket with him, and he's faking well. He's feinting well, and he puts his punches in front of his kicks. I've been in there with way bigger punchers, I've been in there with guys with way more power. However, he's efficient, and he don't want to get stuck on the bottom with me. And you can see in that second fight, because the cut was still open. The cut hadn't healed yet. Dude, the cut's not healed today, right now, today, wherever he's at, South Florida, this, that, on an airplane, that cut's bothering him. He just fought against the prince there from Egypt. He split that open again fight week. I had to go to the hospital, this and that. He split it open in the ring there. There's no way he had all the sparring. There's no way. That cut's there to be had again. And this time I'm not numb. This time I'm not paralyzed. This time I'm going to put my front hand on it. That's why I believe that he's going to wrestle. I really believe. The boy, the champ, don't even follow me on Instagram, but he's the first one to watch my Instagram stories. He knows what's coming. He knows I'm kicking to the liver. He knows I got a front kick. He knows I got left hands. He knows I've been in the gym working. He knows I can wrestle. At the end of the day, he knows this is the hardest fight of his life. And I never look past anyone, especially Ali. He's game, like I said. This is going to be a war. And this time I can honestly say I'm ready for 25 minutes. Win or lose or win. Win. No excuses. No excuses. I don't have any excuses. Let's go, champ. Let's go. 8 days. Let's go, champ.
Jesse, you referenced his fight against Ahmed Fares. Did you know that about that fight before he accepted it? What were your thoughts at all? Were you worried it was going to affect your fight? You know, taking a fight 2 months before another fight that you've already agreed to. What went through your mind when you heard about that?
Well, after I'd won in September, or after he had won in September, he was trying to get on that October card 25 days later. He was trying to get on the December card. He's game, man. He's ready to go. He lives in the gym. He's disciplined. He wants to fight. He'd fight every month. He'd fight with his forehead hanging open. He's a warrior, man. He likes this shit, right? I like this shit. We're cut from the same cloth a little bit, you know. We're two kids from completely different parts of the world, but we do got a lot of similarities, you know. And he's game. That guillotine, man. Again, it's nice, man. It's 2 finishes in a row. You know, the UFC has to have his eyes on him. Again, at this point, he takes the big cat out. I don't know. He might get his job back. I finish him next Saturday night, and he never fights in the UFC again.
Plenty on the line.
A lot's on the line here.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, we interviewed one of his training partners and cornerman for that fight, Mohamed Usaili. He'll also be fighting the same weekend on the Arabia card. You know, he also mentioned that Ali got cut during training in the same spot he did during your fight, and the cut that eventually opened up again in the Ahmed Fares fight. You know, otherwise, he came out more or less unscathed, you know, except for that fight. Impressive performance, but do you think him taking that fight, having that extra camp, going through the weight cut and all the other stressors that come with fighting will in any way impact his performance when you face him?
I don't think so. I don't think it'll have anything to do with it. I think I'm just too good. I think I'm going to be too perfect next Saturday night. I think if he shows up and has his best fight ever, I truly believe I still win by decision, a tight, close decision. He's good, man. We're fighting at the highest level, in my opinion. You know, I've fought UFC guys and beat UFC guys. I've lost UFC guys. He's fought UFC guys, beat and lost to UFC guys. So here, hold on a second, brother.
Take your time.
Are we here?
We are.
Here we are.
Sir.
I got everyone and their mom and their pets messaging me right now. It's all good. Yeah, it's I don't know where we're at there. It's going to be a solid fight.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to affect him. I think we're both going to show up next Saturday. But straight out, like his artery was damaged on that cut in July. He was opened up again to the bone 60 days ago. He probably had to be so careful at training camp. He probably couldn't start sparring until 30 days after that last one. That brings it till 30 days before this one. So I know he's got a good team. I know the gym he's at. down in South Florida. There's multiple gyms there. I know all those guys. I went down to Sanford. I went down to South Florida. He's there with Daniel and those guys at that spot there. And Gilbert and them are working there. Ong, like everyone's there. It's a good group of people. He's going to be prepared, and he's intelligent. They're going to game plan. He's going to wrestle me. Watch. I know it. He's going to try and put his punches in front of his kicks, rush me, and get under me. The thing was, last time I was getting out of range and I was getting at the end of his kick and he was having his way with me. Not this time. If he fights me like he did that last time, I'll put him on his ass early. I'm just excited to get in there. I'm excited. I love this. I truly love it. I love competition. This is fight number 30. I've had a long career, man. I've been at this for a decade. Never mind that. I had hundreds and hundreds of wrestling matches before that. You know, my career is winding down 100%. I'm the best I've ever been skill-wise, but my ability to put a training camp together at the highest level, those days are behind me for sure. They're catching up to me. I wouldn't say behind me. They're catching up to me. I'm not going to be one of those guys who retires in a casino in North America on a 4-fight slide. No. I'm here to raise gold next Saturday night, and in my opinion, the most beautiful and the best, the safest country in the entire world, with beautiful people. Inshallah, I love this place. I love all my friends and family here. Shout out to all the Emiratis and all the support that I get out here. I will have the royal family of Dubai, the Maktums in my corner, and big shout out to Zach. And we're coming with 150 deep VIP right behind me in the blue corner. You've seen the setup there, right behind the buffet. I'm gonna own that blue corner and come out to some good gangster music. Ali's gonna come out to the Palestine music. That place is gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire. I'm starting to really like that song. But shout out to our boy, everybody's boy, Bilal Muhammad. Big win last week. He used that song in the UFC, and I like it, man. I'm excited for this. I'm a showman. I grew up on WWF, man. I grew up on Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, and I get to do it for real life for my 30th time here. UAE Warriors, Palm Sports, Fuad Darwish. For me, this is my UFC. This is the greatest promotion in the earth, greatest promotion in the world for me. And I'm super thankful and super blessed to be a part of such a high-profile matchup for the third time.
And we're thankful to be able to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the man himself, Jesse Big Cat Arnett, in the biggest fight in UAE Warriors history, facing Ali, the royal fighter, Alqaisi, on the 20th of May at Etihad Arena. Catch it on UFC Fight Pass or Abu Dhabi Sports. Make sure you stay tuned to break your face for further details as the fight approaches, and of course, coverage of our good friend Jesse. My man, as always, we wish you safety and health and a successful fight, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Brother, I just want to say thank you to you. You're the man. You're out here covering everybody. Just like you said, shout out to my boy Oseli. I seen him yesterday. He's a good kid, you know, and it'd be nice to see him bounce back on the 19th. Shout out to my brother Cody. He's here beside me. Like, I had 30 fights. I think he's been to 28 of them. I'm downstairs putting that work in every day. He's right beside me on the treadmill in the sauna. You know, shout out to Tyler Wellen. He's sending me 3.5-minute voice mails right now at the airport, waiting for a ride. He's a wizard. He's a mad scientist. He gets everyone on weight. He's been with me since my TKO days. My girl, Michaela McLean, she's making the trip over, and Robin Hahn, man, built 360 Athletes Arena. We're about to change the world. We're about to change the game with Athletes Arena. He's in Amsterdam right now. He's on his way over. Shout out to Curtis DeMars. This guy's a wizard with the physiotherapy. There's an outside chance that he's going to make it over next week. Travis, Spencer, Gill. I have big crew coming from North America, and shout out to Uppercut Ali. Like, we won the championship together. This is number 30, man, and I'm excited, and I'm just happy to be healthy-ish and to get in there next Saturday night and I'm just really gonna enjoy this walkout. I'm really gonna enjoy his walkout. I'm gonna just suck up all the atmosphere. I love the Jordanian crowd. Boy, they're passionate, and then they're full of fire, and I can't wait to, well, he's coming to the ring, get over on his side and flex at those guys, and really give them a show. And I'm just I've been envisioning the whole thing. Moshe Shapov, my boy from Israel, Floyd Mayweather's guy from TMT, he's gonna be there in my corner too, in the blue corner with the Maktoums. And yeah, we got big things on the horizon. And yeah, man, Alqaisi versus Arnett 3. It's definitely bad blood. I'm looking forward to next Saturday night, brother.
We can't wait. We can't wait, Jesse. All the best to you. Wishing you safety and health, my man. And thank you so much for your time.